It's Madden NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jets and the Giants, and it comes your way next.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Running left on the handoff, Carter. Carter, a first down and more. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Second and 8 coming up. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll run with Carter. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. You could tell he was searching for a hole, trying to find a running lane. There just was none to be found.
Yeah, that's because the big guys in the middle are just clogging everything up. Might want to think about stretching the line splits out a little bit. Make those guys cover a little bit more ground. Maybe you'll find some more room for your runners.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there. I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, New York.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Now Jones. His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Jones now on 3rd down. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. On the counter, Carter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Keelan Cole there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Yeah, the Giants ready to come out now. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. Here, that's complete to Shepard. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Carl Lawson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A go behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Key 26, key 26.
Back to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Keelan Cole now to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Michael Carter and the Jets offense ready to get back to work. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A handoff for Carter, and he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New York. Able to power through. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's hauled in by Shepard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though,
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Carter uses the stiff arm. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Let's go. And they'll run here with Carter. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Wilson. He'll drop this underneath to Carter. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Bawden. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis from 3 yards out, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Here we go.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off play action. Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Quinnen Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
And that one, just an absolute killer, a chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Now Carter to start the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 44.
81 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Come on, let's go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Hey, you don't want to...
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Here's a give to Carter.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Michael Carter.
27 yards.
And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Extra point up and through, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Giants 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Returning it, John Ross. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Back to throw again. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one, 38 yards. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it was their defense that really made this